Hello there, and a very warm welcome to the English Beat. I'm Sarah, and I am so incredibly happy you've decided to spend this moment with me today. Before we start, I want you to do something that might feel a little unusual. I want you to close your eyes. Go on, close them. Now, take a deep, slow breath. Inhale and exhale. I want you to imagine that heavy, dusty English grammar book sitting on your shelf. The one with 500 pages of irregular verbs that makes your head ache just by looking at it. I want you to imagine yourself picking it up and putting it away, not just on the shelf, but deep in a closet, where you don't have to look at it for a long, long time. Because today, I'm giving you a get out of jail free card. Today, we aren't studying in the way you've been taught in school. Today, we are binging. Our topic for this episode is something that might make your old school teachers gasp in horror. Why Netflix binge watching is the fastest way to fluency. I can see some of you smiling already. I see you, Yuki in Tokyo, thinking, Sarah, are you for real? Can I really learn English while sitting on my sofa in my pajamas? And I see you, Carlos in Brazil, wondering if this is too good to be true. It's not a trick, my friends. It's science. And by the time we finish today, you won't just have a reason to watch TV. You'll have a master plan to turn your favorite shows into a 24/7 English immersion chamber. The Great Textbook Trap. Let's be honest for a second. Why is it that you can pass an English exam with a perfect score, but the moment you step off a plane in London or New York, everyone sounds like they're speaking a secret, coded language? It's because textbooks teach you what I call museum English. Museum English is stiff. It's formal. Well, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Nobody in the real world says, "Whom shall I invite to the dinner party?" No. They say, "Who's coming?" or "Are we hanging out tonight?" When you binge watch a series on Netflix, you are stepping into living English. You are hearing the rhythm, the speed, and the slang. You are hearing how people actually argue, how they fall in love, and how they joke around when they've had way too much coffee. This is what linguists call comprehensible input. It's the idea that your brain learns best when it is entertained and relaxed. Think about a baby. A baby doesn't sit with a grammar book for 3 years. A baby binge watches its parents. It listens, it observes, and eventually, it speaks. You are going to do the same thing, but with much better plot lines and significantly more popcorn. The 3 Pillars of Binge-Fluency. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sarah, I've watched 3 seasons of Stranger Things, and I still struggle to order a sandwich. Well, my dear friend, that's because there's a difference between watching and absorbing. To make this the fastest way to fluency, you need to follow my 3 pillars. Pillar number 1, the no translation rule. If you are watching with subtitles in your native language, please stop. I say this with so much love. When your eyes see your native language, your brain goes to sleep. It takes the easy way out. It stops listening to the English sounds because it can just read the translation. Turn on English subtitles. If it's too hard, don't get frustrated. Just choose a simpler show. Don't be too proud to watch Peppa Pig or Disney movies. Those shows are designed for children, which means the vocabulary is clear and the pronunciation is perfect. Pillar number 2, the power of the binge. Why do I say binge watch and not just watch an episode? Because of repetition. In a TV series, characters have habits. They use the same catchphrases. They have the same accent. By the fifth hour of a show, your brain has mapped that character's voice. You start to predict what they'll say next. This is your brain literally rewiring itself for English. It's like a marathon for your ears. And your fluency muscles are growing with every next episode button you click. Pillar number 3, the 10-minute deep dive. Once per episode, just once. Pick a scene you really like. A short one, maybe 2 minutes long. Watch it, pause it, and repeat the lines out loud. If the character is angry, you be angry. If they are whispering a secret, you whisper too. This is called shadowing. It is the single fastest way to lose your textbook accent and find your natural soul. A little warning now. A word of warning. I want you to be fluent, but I also want you to be understood. I once had a student, let's call him Paulo. Paulo decided to learn English by binge-watching 1920s gangster movies. He watched Peaky Blinders and The Godfather for weeks. He eventually arrived in London for a serious business meeting. He walked into the Zord room, looked at his boss, and said, "Listen here, see? If you don't give me that promotion, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. You hear?" His boss was very, very confused. Paulo didn't get the promotion. He got a visit from Human Resources. The morale of the story? Choose your teachers wisely. If you want to work in an office, watch The Office or Suits. If you want to know how friends talk, watch Friends or How I Met Your Mother. Your brain will copy whatever it hears most. So make sure you're hearing the kind of English you actually want to speak. The science of the sticky brain. Why is this faster than a classroom? It's because of a little chemical in your brain called dopamine. When you sit in a classroom looking at a whiteboard, your brain is often bored. And boredom is the enemy of memory. Your brain thinks, "This isn't important for my survival," and it deletes the information. But when you're watching a cliffhanger, when you are dying to know if the hero survives or if the couple finally gets together, your brain is wide open. It's sticky. The emotions you feel, the laughter, the tears, the suspense, act like glue for new vocabulary. You won't remember the word betrayal because you read it in a list. You'll remember it because you saw your favorite character get betrayed, and you felt it in your heart. That, my dear friends, is how you achieve fluency that lasts a lifetime. The listener's couch, let's interact. I want to take a moment to talk to some of you who are part of the English Beat community. I asked you on our community page, what show changed your English? Lars from Germany says, "Sarah, I watched Suits, and now I feel like a high-powered lawyer, even though I'm still a student." Lars. That is the confidence effect. When you mimic powerful characters, you start to feel powerful in the language. Keep that energy. Ananya from India writes, "I'm watching the Great British Bake Off, and I've learned 10 different words for cake, but I still can't explain my job." Ananya. Prioritize. Cake is much more important than work, don't you think? Just kidding. But notice how the vocabulary sticks, because you're seeing the delicious cakes while you hear the words. That's visual association at its best. And Jin from South Korea asks, "What do I do when they speak too fast? I want to cry." Oh, Jin, please don't cry. When they speak too fast, don't panic. Don't reach for the dictionary. Just let the sound wash over you. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. Even if you don't understand every word, your subconscious is counting the beats and the rhythms. The clarity always comes in the next season, I promise. Your homework, the fun kind. We are coming to the end of our session today. I want to leave you with a little inspiration. Learning English is not a mountain you have to climb. It's a garden you get to walk through. Some days the weather is perfect, and some days it rains. But as long as you keep walking, you will reach the other side. Netflix isn't just a distraction, it is a window into a world that belongs to you now. English doesn't belong to the British or the Americans anymore. It belongs to anyone who uses it to connect, to learn, and to laugh. So, here is your homework for tonight. 1. Pick a show you actually love. 2. Turn on English subtitles. 3. Grab a warm drink and a cozy blanket. And 4. Watch 3 episodes in a row. If anyone tells you that you're wasting time, you just smile and say, "I'm working. Sarah told me to." Thank you for being part of the English Beat today. If you enjoyed this masterpiece of a lesson, please share it with a friend who is still struggling with those dusty grammar books. Let's help them find the joy again. In our next episode, we'll talk about how to think in English without translating in your head. It's much easier than you think.